Hello, my name is Mike, and I'm making this video entry for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I absolutely love my family, and they are the number one reason why I exist today, and I'm very, very grateful for the gifts that they continue to bring me every day. And number two, I absolutely love my country. I get to enjoy tall green trees, very blue skies, and weather out here in Georgia is pretty awesome. But I feel like some things that are happening in our lives are not being talked about, and that's why I'm here today. Now I'm a pretty happy guy. I'm jovial. I'm easy to talk to. I'm not scary, and I like to have a good time. But unfortunately, when I look like this, I'm very scary. I've got a long rifle. I got a suppressor so that my rounds, if I needed to fire, they don't go out too far and cause any collateral damage. I got 2 pistols on me, and I've got over 200 rounds of ammunition. I am no joke. And the reason why I dress like this is because of an event that happened back in June 25th, I believe. That was out in or July, actually. It was July. It was out in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Several Marines and a sailor lost their lives that day. That was a tough day for me because Chattanooga is actually just a few hours away from here. I live in Georgia, and I'm north of Atlanta, and I'll keep the rest of that personal. But there was a call to arms that day when that happened. A lot of my friends and I, we started to organize. We started to say, well, let's go out and protect the men and women that actually can't do their jobs now, or they do it in fear, because they can't carry a gun to protect themselves. So we did that. And we were in there in the heat of the summer, and it was very hot. The conditions were pretty miserable, but the camaraderie was like anything I've ever seen, and there was like nothing I've ever seen. It was really awesome. And over time, unfortunately, people's availability to volunteer died out. But I am still there. And you can tell I'm in long clothes. Still got my beanie on because it's cold out here. I was braving 30-degree temperatures today out in a breezeway from where I'm at. Every single day I'm out there, I'm risking my life for them. Every single day out there, I'm out there. I am actually saying to them, my life is worth something, and I'm going to put it in front for you. That is a scary thing to live by. And I don't do it because I have this crazy thing that I want to go out and just show everybody my guns. I do it because I want to make a difference. But I've been out there for 6 months, and nobody's done anything about it. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not here to push a political agenda, but I do need to talk about a few things that do involve some politics. I find it very interesting that President Obama decides he wants to start to talk about gun control after they found out how those radicalists obtained their firearms. But yet his own employees who got killed on his watch, he has done nothing to protect them. I still look behind me when I'm out there. They don't have bulletproof glass. They don't have any firearms to protect themselves with. They don't have anything. The only thing that stands between me, or between them and somebody else, is me. And this. And I'm just a citizen. There's no police that police the area unless they're calling the police on me. There's no military that's out there taking care of their own. They have not allocated any resources for it. But yet, because somebody obtained guns in a fashion that felt controversial to our president, he decided to go ahead and start saying, this is our executive decision. And we're going to make it harder for people like me, the good people of the United States of America, who did not have any criminal intentions, harder to obtain firearms. So I'm asking you this. Now I'm talking to you. I'm asking you this. What are you doing? How are you helping? What are you doing to make a difference? Our enemy is a very different enemy now. It hides in our Constitution. It hides in our amendments. It hides in our freedoms. It hides in our ability to communicate freely. It knows and has adapted to intelligence. It's adapted. And what are we doing to help? We have to be a vigilant people. We have to keep our heads on a swivel. Your neighbor, your friends, you don't know who it is anymore. And that's the way they like it. They will hide like moles in the ground and pop up when it's least desirable. People are losing their lives. And we have a government who's trying their hardest to say, you are okay. There are no credible threats out there. You don't need to worry. Well, there were no credible threats when 9/11 happened. There were no credible threats when Texas happened. There were no credible threats when Tennessee happened, and there certainly were no credible threats when San Bernardino happened. I'm telling you right now, the threat is real, and I'm doing something about it. But you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to. You could go out and volunteer at a police department or at a VFW, or heck, help the homeless. Volunteer, do something, pay it forward. It's going to be the citizens of the United States that actually make a difference here. You are the bridge that connects the gap in all of this. It's not your government, it's not your police department, it's not the FBI, the ATF, the whoever. It's us. I don't have all the answers. All I know is what my heart is telling me and what I think is right. Do what your heart tells you. Do what you think is right. But do something. We can't sit around anymore and watch fashion shows on TV and, drink Mai Tais on the beach. Our America won't allow that. It doesn't allow that anymore. I am Mike, and I'm going by Angry Mike because I am angry, and you should be angry too.